What you are seeing is supposed to be a 4K $1,000 plus GPU from Nvidia. And Nvidia wants us to believe that they can do 4K on this graphics card. Let's don't lie, let's start with Ghost of Tsushima. 2K DLSS off, graphics on max settings and frame gen off. Just let me say this, it's an absolute performer in 1440p. And with DLSS put to quality, everything else is the same, little to no difference at all. The quality of the textures seems to be way better at DLSS quality, to my eye at least. For those who want to max out their monitor's refresh rate, this is with FrameGen on. You can see it's hitting around 140 to 150 frames per second continuously. Now to one of my favorite games, Plague Tale, and this game is very graphically demanding. This is 2K, ultra settings, and as you can see we are hitting around 80 to 100 frames. Now you might notice some dips, this is from the game engine. It happened to me on whatever GPU I used. One thing to say, this is very playable at 1440p. But what is absolutely not playable is Alan Wake 2. And it's shameful that Nvidia actually brings out a GPU that costs more than a kidney and it's only 50 frames at 2K ultra settings. This is unfortunately the market we are living in. And if this is 2K, how is it gonna be in 4K? We will find out at the end. DLSS on performance 2K and we see double the FPS, which is amazing. But what's not amazing is the quality. At 2K, having it on performance DLSS is not very playable. You can see that shimmering around the hair and everywhere, in every corner, even at the cross, everywhere. In hopes of saving it, I'm gonna turn on FrameGen on 3x. There's like literally no latency. I can't feel a difference because we are generating off 100 plus frames and it's filling my monitor's refresh rate, as you can see. I even have locked it to 156 frames. It can even go higher, but no need for that. It would only introduce some latency. Now to the 4K test, and we're gonna start with Ghost of Tsushima. This is maxed out settings, 4K, no DLSS. And in comparison to the previous test with 2K, we see a huge difference, but also the resolution looks way better. If you look at the 4K side, it looks like a different game. I would easily play every day with 60 frames 4K instead of 2K 100 frames. And now with DLSS on performance, and it looks even better than 2K native. The DLSS 4.5 is doing a great job. It makes the game looks way better than it actually would look on native. If you like me and you have 165 Hz 4K monitor, you can use DLSS FrameGen. And as you can see, we are hitting 150 frames. This looks great. I see no shimmering, no softness, no nothing. And usually to hit a consistent 160 Hz, I use high settings. I can't see a big difference between high and ultra. There's no ultra, there's only very high settings. It looks exactly the same with a bit more frames. And I can't stress this enough, man. On 4K this game looks so great. Look at this, look at it for yourself. For the next game, let's go fast through it. It's at 4K, maxed out settings. In comparison to the 2K, as you can see, we are now at 60 frames and it is, in my opinion, very playable. To play like this on 4K, I think you can do that, but you don't have to. In such a game, you can just turn on DLSS And as you can see, on DLSS performance, we have 120 to 100 frames. It's a big jump, almost a double. And the game looks exactly the same, if not even better without a DLSS. Because the textures without DLSS look way worse than with DLSS. And now for the big reveal, Alan Wake. On the left you can see it with DLSS on performance, and on the right without DLSS. Frame gen on, DLSS performance, and my usual settings that I use to play myself. These are mixed of medium and ultra settings, and as you can see, 180 frames. Yes, most of them are generated, but I don't see a difference. No difference at all. And the resolution, the scale of it, it's very clear. If we compare it to Ultra DLSS Performance 2K, we see that the frame difference practically the same. Yet on 2K we were using Ultra settings, and that is very intensive. On 4K we are using a mix of medium and Ultra. But the visuals, I would argue for the right side. I would argue for 4K because it looks way crispier, way better. The DLSS works way better and more efficient on 4K. The upscaling, it's upscaling from 1080p. Meanwhile, 2K is upscaling from something way lower than 1080p. And for the what am I question, I say that the 5070 Ti is a mid-range 4K graphics card and a high-end 2K graphics card. It's for sure an upsell for the 5090. That's Nvidia's strategy. But it still can do 4K, and the price is too much for this performance. We see it should be at max $500 for this. You get to pay the double for Nvidia. Anyways, do not let Nvidia upsell you a 5080 or a 5090. No need for it. The 5070 Ti is the sweet spot, but the money is too much for the performance we are getting. And this is very shameful. They just don't care about gamers anymore anyways. This video is gonna end the debate forever about this graphics card and if it is